If you don't understand what I am about to show you in this video, why all the big teams, brokerage franchise owners, and top performing agents are all flocking over to EXP at the fastest pace that any residential real estate brokerage has ever seen in history, then do not join EXP. That's right, I said it, do not join EXP until you understand this. Otherwise, you're going in blind. In this video, I will show you with absolute clarity how EXP is disrupting every other brokerage, but more importantly, why the real estate agents are the ones reaping all of the benefits. If you watch this video until the end, all the buzz you are hearing about EXP will make perfect sense. If you have any questions or comments, comment below or reach out to me directly and we can hop on a call to dive deeper into anything you would like to know more about, more clarity. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so if you are seeing the wave of agents moving their businesses over to EXP, this video will make it all make perfect sense. If you're witnessing the mass exodus over to EXP, this should not put up walls of resistance. It should open the doors of curiosity. What is it that over 80,000 agents have seen that is so different at EXP over the traditional brokerage model? And that is what we will cover right now. So I was with a traditional franchise brokerage for years, and for years I was renting my business. And what I mean by renting is that I was exchanging my time for money. I was paying my broker, and at the end of the day, when I left that brokerage, I left with nothing, with zero, no ownership, nothing accumulated outside of my own commission, nothing extra, no buyouts, no stock, no nothing. In my short time at EXP, I've accumulated thousands and thousands of shares of stock. After the 3-year vesting period, I can cash out of stock if I like at any given time to buy real estate, take a vacation, do improvements on my home, or ride it out for retirement. I also receive passive income from introducing agents to the life-changing opportunity at EXP. And of course, I earn my commission from helping clients buy and sell real estate. But the company is actually changing my life. And so now, if I ever left EXP after that 3rd year, I actually have built something. And it's something that keeps on growing as I continue to serve my clients and agents we partner with. We get rewarded year after year at this brokerage because we've helped the brokerage grow. This is a movement. This is a change in how real estate is done today. So now I'm going to show you why. And this is the only infographic you will need to see to truly understand why EXP Realty is such an industry disruptor. I originally saw this from Tina Call, who saw it from somebody else. Unfortunately, I don't know where it originally came from, but nonetheless, let's go. This will be your light bulb moment. This is where it clicked for me. I want you to understand that what I'm about to show you is how traditional brokerages operated since 1908. This is when Coldwell Banker created their first brokerage, 1908. They started with 50-50 splits, and that was every broker was paying that back in the day. That was until Century 21 hit the scene in the 60s and dominated the 70s. And what did they do? They gave the agents more. They promised the agents that they would only take 30% instead of 50%. So you can guess what happened next. All the agents flocked over to Century 21, while in the meantime RE/MAX hit the scene. RE/MAX offered a 95-5 split commission structure. For those that didn't know, paying 5% of every transaction sounds cheap, right? Well, except agents were getting punished for the amount of transactions they did. The agents doing high volumes could end up paying $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, and with lots and lots of fees on top of it. So that was RE/MAX back in the 60s and 70s, and they dominated the 80s and 90s until there was a new kid on the block that shook the industry up again, Keller Williams. Now, Keller Williams did something different. They stayed at the 70-30 split, right? Keller got 30% from every transaction, but they introduced the cap into the real estate industry. And this was a game changer that many other brokers have adopted their own form of a cap over time. Gary Keller was smart to say, hey, you only have to pay me $23,000 per year here. And then you're 100%. So the agents from Century 21, Coldwell Banker, Remax all flocked over to Keller Williams. The trend of migration of agents since 1908 has always been the same, offering agents more. Then came EXP. EXP's founder actually worked for Keller Williams. He owned 6 Keller Williams market centers, and he ended up selling those market centers. The founder of EXP, Glenn Stanford, figured out that once he got rid of the brick and mortar buildings and everything was already internet based, he could take his income to the next level. He could give the agents what they needed, and he could still operate and sell tons and tons of real estate without the brick and mortar building. So he truly disrupted the way real estate is done today. So how did he disrupt the market? We're going to get into that in a second. I want you guys to see that this traditional side here, these are the traditional brokers. This is how they operate. They have an international leadership and ownership. The owners then divide countries up into regional owners. So you can be a regional owner of, let's say, a KW or a Remax, and buy the rights to sell franchise agreements within your region to people that want to own and operate a franchise. These are the people who take on all the risk. They spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to own the rights to sell franchise contracts. Then they go out and they find the franchise owners and they say, hey, do you want to own a Remax office or a KW office or a Coldwell Banker office? And the person says, yeah, I'm exhausted selling real estate and I want to own one of those offices. Great. You're going to take all the risk, Mr. or Mrs. franchise owner, and you're going to pay anywhere from, let's say, $70,000 up to $300,000 to own and operate that franchise. So this owner takes all the risk. Then this owner has to go out and they have to pay for a lease, which is very expensive. They have to hire professional recruiters and then staff. They have to house all of the people and to operate. And at the bottom is where we come in, the agent. So this is where I have lived all of my career. Before I joined EXP, I was always at the bottom in the business. I would sell a home and it would go up to pay for this infrastructure. The broker holding the office would charge a desk fee, and then finally the people at the top would get the royalty fees or the franchise fees, right? So every time a home sells, somebody is holding their hand out and taking a cut of my commission check. Well, EXP changed all that, because when they got rid of the traditional model and turned it on its head, which is what we will show you on the EXP side, EXP decided to bring the agents all the way at the top and made the agents owners of the brokerage. And he did that by sharing 50% of all company revenue that comes into the company with the agents that help grow the company. Now you might be thinking, how the heck can they make money? How can they afford to do that? 50% of all the revenue that comes into EXP gets paid out to agents? That's crazy. Well, it's not if you think about it. It is a completely new model that operates completely different than the traditional model. When you get rid of all of this overhead, the brick and mortar space, franchise fees, etc., which the founder Glenn did because we no longer need this infrastructure to operate modern day business. Then he brought the agents to the top of the food chain as owner partners, and then he added disruptive elements like stock ownership that he can give his agents, as well as revenue share, which is what the international owners and founders receive from these other traditional brokerages. It hasn't changed that much other than where the money flows to. And at EXP, it flows back to the agent. On top of that, at EXP, agents can generate leads through KV Core, which I run my team on. EXP also provides training from the best of our 80,000 agents. Why? Because they're stockholders, right? And top producing agents can even earn stock in the company by sharing their knowledge through training, and they get stock when the company grows. So they want our agents to succeed. And then we also get group healthcare plans. So guys, these 5 elements are what is disrupting this old traditional franchise model. Now, we're not putting any of these guys down. There was genius in every company that came out at the time they did what they did. It was a race to win agents to your brokerage by giving the agents more. It always has been, and it still is. It was a race to give agents a better life, a race to give agents more than 50% of their income, and that was amazing. And these people really did amazing things for us agents back in the day, and thank God they did. It has led us to the options that real estate agents have today. With EXP being a cloud-based brokerage, this is a natural progression of technology. The only thing is that the real estate industry is always very slow moving on new technology, which required EXP to be the first mover. But this transition from brick and mortar to cloud-based brokerage is nothing new. There are so many examples. Just look at Netflix. Blockbuster was a genius model for its time, allowing people to walk into a brick and mortar location in any city in the nation and conveniently rent their favorite movie for an evening. It was genius, and they had a complete monopoly. But what happened, they were put out of business by a cloud-based solution. Look at Airbnb. Hotels hate Airbnb, right? It's the #1 hotel chain in the world right now, and they don't own one brick and mortar building. Look at Yellow Cab. They can't stand Uber, but Uber was an amazing model that helped so many people keep more money in their pocket. So this is exactly what this is, guys. This is the new solution for real estate agents. The transition is nothing new, but ignoring it will not fill your pockets with cash. You can either rent your business on the traditional side, or you can operate as an owner in the new model. At a traditional franchise brokerage, you can work 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it is, and at the end of the day, you're going to leave with nothing, right? Unless you've invested, which we hope that you did, but you don't have ownership in what you've left behind and what you've built. On the EXP side, you have ownership, you have something to be proud of, and you're building something. So this is why EXP is a disruptor. It's the first of its kind. I'm sure there will be many copycats to come, but here's what's amazing. Virbela, EXP owns Virbela. Virbela is what runs EXP World. Guys, we have offices. We have over 500 cloud-based employees that work in an office and help 80,000 agents around the world run their business. We're in every single MLS across North America. We have over 25 countries and growing. EXP is a global brand, and Virbela, which EXP owns, is the nucleus. It is what holds our company together. We're able to run all of our systems, our entire ecosystem, all of our classes, training, meetings, department offices, everything. Virbela is so powerful that EXP leases the technology to other major corporations, even universities, to leverage the cloud-based technology for virtual campuses and office space. Again, guys, EXP owns this technology, and every agent at EXP is an owner in the company. Exciting, right? There are so many entities that pay EXP to use Virbela to run their business or campus, and that is why EXP is an amazing solution for agents to run our real estate business. So I want you guys to have something left in the end. I want you guys to think about this. Imagine coming into real estate with 7 business partners, right? So when you sell a home, you have 7 business partners above you, just like the old structure, but instead of it going to corporate, you have 7 business partners that help you because they're getting incentivized by the brokerage, because they're owners. So when agents come into this business, we are helping them because of the financial incentives and because of the ownership. Incentivized leadership. Incentivized leadership works. I cannot say this enough, guys. So if you're on the fence about joining EXP Realty, get in touch with somebody who helped you understand this. Get with somebody who has tangible assets that you can plug into your business. Get with those people and come and look and see what we're offering. I can't say it enough, but I'm gonna be the advocate for agents helping agents. I want most agents to run their business in this way because at the end of the day, it's more profitable and it makes sense. And the reality is it's the future. So if you have any questions at all, reach out. If you're watching this video, regardless of which platform you're watching it on, there will be links around for you to connect with me. Let's get on a strategy call and I can show you how this model, and by partnering with us at EXP, can truly change your life and change your career and change your family's life. So thanks guys for listening, and I hope you have a great day.